Hello. This is my second video, just a brief commentary on the progress that I'm making for my little experiment that I'm running. This is called the Summer of Surface, which I named myself. I'm trying to learn and kind of conquer all of the features of this Surface 3 tablet. I have an iPad, so I'm kind of using the iPad as a reference to that. And I'm trying to get to the point where I can use the Surface instead of my iPad. It would be a lot more convenient for me at work. And there are certain things that I do that requires me to have a Windows-based tablet. So the Surface is the natural solution. I just have to get it to where it will do things that my iPad does, and so I can kind of leave the iPad and switch over to the Surface. So far, things have been pretty good, have gone pretty well. I've learned some of the new features of the Surface tablet, and all in all, I can say it stands up pretty well against the iPad. One thing you might be noticing on this video is that there's some light adjustment. One of the features or limitations of the Surface tablet is when you use the front-facing camera, the exposure control is locked on auto, so it will every now and then try to readjust its exposure control and sometimes focus control. Those are all non-adjustable. However, good news is that if you use the rear-facing camera, which I have done, it is where you can lock it down, so it's a lot more controllable. So far, this has worked. I've used the app OneNote as a kind of basic note gathering, collecting program, and it works pretty well. In fact, I like it in several ways better than the Evernote app that I've used for years and years. Interestingly enough, I just got an email this morning saying that Evernote was going to limit my free subscription to it to only 2 devices, which is a game changer. I'm actually today going to go and start downloading all of the files that are pertinent from Evernote, and then I'm going to delete the account because only 2 devices just doesn't work for me. So I'm going to switch over to OneNote, which seems to work pretty well. And I've also made a video that I had to withdraw from YouTube because I was using background music that were Beach Boy songs that I guess are copyrighted, and I should have known better than that. But I'll remove the music and redo the songs, but I'll put that up so that you can see how that works. It actually turned out quite well. Kind of an interesting variation that you have to do to use a movie editing software with the Surface, but we'll talk about that later because I don't want this to run too long. It's actually 3 minutes already. So month into it, everything's going pretty well.